Hey guys, what's going on? FYMyPawn here, and welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. Since we last left off, we did a bundle of Edict quests, we did some traveling, nothing too special. For this stream, it's probably going to be a bit of the same. My hope is that we reach a point where we get to the main quest line, if we can. If not, then we'll just have to figure out what we see, but my hope is by the end of the stream, either we will have already gone to the main quest line, or we are just going to do some more edicts and some quest exploration. Regardless of the case, I hope you guys enjoy, because I have no idea what's going to happen beyond this point, so without further ado, let's get into things and see what happens. Now, I personally don't know what's going to happen because, well, I do know what's going to happen, it's just a matter of when. So, to start off, let's figure out when the curse is going to occur currently. Because that is usually a good staple to follow when you're trying to figure out how much time you got. Okay, so we got 58 days. So we got about around 4 edicts worth of time to basically do whatever we need to.
In due time.
So once we do all those edicts, we should be good to go. That said, I've basically built everything I need to, so we shouldn't be lacking in any sense of the word. It's just a matter of claiming what we haven't claimed yet, which we will address at some point, I'm sure. For now, though, I think what we need mostly is really just to deal with the quests that we got. So, let's first deal with the quests that we've been given, and then we'll go from there. Okay. So, they're ensure that Shayna doesn't distract herself. We've got to take care of a Fae. And we've got a bloody craft. Okay, so let's see. I just need to figure out where the quests are, if anything. Let's see, show location names. That should help. Okay. Alright. Increase team stat ties, no. Okay, so I gotta look for places with an exclamation point, basically. If I can. Silvershire is also another thing that we're gonna have to address. But we will need... I just need to find what I'm looking for, basically. And it doesn't really show. It's annoying. Alright, well, we'll go to Talzaford because I believe that is where one of the quests are. So we'll enter here. We'll check out what's going on here. We will need to get an emerald, supposedly, so we will have to grab that at some point. But it shouldn't be that big an issue. Alright. Sharel, yep, here we go. Good day, Sharel. Alright, what did you want to tell me? I beg your forgiveness, Your Highness, for making you come all the way to our distant region. There are too many guards in the palace that were chasing me recently. The thing is, I think I know who wrongfully accused me. There's a tailor in the capital. His name is Morhallen. He has the reputation of a brilliant master, so I wanted to become his apprentice. But when I went to his workshop, I saw things which alarmed me very much. Vests, shoes, gloves, all made from reptile skin. But the pattern was distinct. I've only seen the pattern on lizard folk, intelligent being who are also live in the stolen lands, as far as I know. I tried asking More Holland about it, but he threw me out into the cold. And when I tried to start my own business and open up a shop, I was literally driven out of the capital. You'll hardly take my word for it, but it's true. A master tailor in the capital is butchering lizard folk to make clothes for their skins. I'm no tracker. I can't go hunting down more Howland's poachers. But you could. If only you could find those murderers in the marshes and bring some evidence. The guards will take this seriously, and will get rid of the capital of great evil. I can't make any promises. I understand. I'm asking too much. But still, if you ever come across these poachers on your travels, don't let them get away with it. Alright, I'm just going to quickly go through his dialogue. And there we go. Okay, so it appears that we're dealing with some poachers in the Gnarl Marshes. That's interesting. So that's one thing out of the plethora of things that we can do. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there's a few other things. One is, namely, we have to get an emerald, I think? Alright, let's see. Bloody Craft, no. A Trail of Misfortune, no. No, we have to get an emerald, so we're going to teleport back to Tuskdale. We're going to enter into the main square, specifically. And I guess we'll see. Well, at the very least, there's plenty of people that are interested in our endeavors. Okay. What else? Right, we need to find an emerald, so the best way is to go to our individual Hassav and check out his misc items. That'd be the easiest way to go about it. Here we go, emerald. Alright, price in descending order, naturally. Brilliant energy, dueling sword, exotic proficiency, one-handed. If it were two-handed, I'd definitely consider it, so if not, then we're just selling it. The Datura is exotic, so we don't get that. Extinguisher is pretty biased, so no. Alright, Draping Veil of Prowess. I think it's sell, as well as Light Absorber. What else have we got? We've got the Mad Scientist gloves, we got the Athlete gloves, which you keep. Trickster's gloves. +5 luck bonus on mobility checks, and the ability to cast Cloak of Dreams once per day. Sash of Slash is also a decent spell, or a decent item, but at that point I might as well get like a Belt of Magnificence or something. So that is a no-go. We'll offer anything else that we don't need. I'll sell the Sash of Slash ultimately. And there we go. Alright, now we should have an emerald. Yep. So we should be able to go now to the new town and deal with that emerald quest for the Jewelsmith. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, they are over in Silvershire, so if we teleport, we can go to Silvershire without too much hassle. Yep, there we go. We're going to enter Silvershire, see what's what. and basically lay claim to whatever I can. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Mim Warblganger. Here's your emerald. Alright. So as long as we get her something to rest in, then we should be golden. But yeah, that's all it comes down to. 2k gold for a new jewelsmith. Ultimately, in the long run, that's going to be powerful to have. Alright, price in descending order. Okay. How is our healing looking? Price in descending order, naturally. Alright, we've got 12 heals of mass, which is fantastic. Alright. A scroll of cleanse. Cleanse and break enchantment might actually be pretty good, so let's get cleanse and break enchantment, I think. Because at the very least with this I can remove ability damage in a hole. And the restoration should be fine. Let's see, how much restoration we got? We need a bit more. We need 2. How about restoration lesser? No restoration lesser, but that's fine. We have cleanse, so that should work out. Alright, with that out of the way, we now can build a suitable place for the goldsmith, which will help us make even more stuff for ourselves, which is going to be nice. But I digress. Let's go into Kingdom, and let's organize what we need here. Alright, let's enter here. Alright, let us get rid of the shrine. And we will get Mim's jewelry shop, which will give us +1 economy when adjacent to a tavern or a longhouse. So, for the longhouse, there we go. Done. We'll let that build up, and then we're good to go. Alright, we'll close out of there. And let us teleport now to Gnarl Keep, I'd say. Let's enter Gnarl Keep, because there should be a location that we're looking for. Or at least we need to talk with another one, or individual, to get our quest done there. This is just to wrap up any quest lines that we need to. Alright, no. We just need to wait on her, basically. That's all. Which, you know, it makes sense. As long as she's not distracted, it's fine. At least that's the hope. Sorry about that. Just looking at something. Okay. With that out of the way, then, open up our journal, not the spellbook. We are just left with... we need to take care of the Fae. And... let's see. Okay, how do I take care of the Fae and search for poaches somewhere in the Gnarl Marshes? Okay, so supposedly The poachers should be somewhere around here, near the Lizard Folk village. So there is that. I'm kind of surprised it'll take 1 day to get there, if we go that route. Search for poachers somewhere in the Gnarl Marshes. Okay, so it's there. Okay, so we go here for the poachers. Alternatively, there is a event that we can find going along here, I think, to find poachers. But I guess we'll go here because it's more likely to be found. Either way, we're gonna find something. Oh! Surprise, surprise! Alright. Let me cast Bark Skin. And here we are. Alright.
This should do it.
Let us activate See Invisibility Communal, which is here. There we go. Now the alchemist can't avoid us. For being invisible, that is. And let's see. Enchanted gear, no less. But it is true that, somebody's poaching, animals. Okay. Basically everything is enchanted there. But that does prove, the point that, Shariel was right. We do have poachers in our lands. The question is, does the law permit it, or does it not? That is the question, isn't it? It's hard to say. I don't know. I guess that leaves the question, it's really, well, hold on, let me check the journal, let's see. Okay. It seems that he was right, though. Now, the question is left that... Where is the Fae that we're looking for? Is it Oak Strade? No. I'm not sure where what we're looking for in regards to the other quests, so I'm gonna have to do a quick Google search, but that's fine. I kind of use it for these sorts of small issues anyways, so whatever. Alright, we're going back to Talsaford. And let's go talk with Shariel. Good day to you. Alright. Well, I'll leave Sharel to his business. And before we move on, let us figure out what is going on over with the Trail of Misfortune. Alright. Okay, so let's see. We need to figure out what's going on, so we need to actually deal with an edict first before we do anything. Yeah, so before we, yeah, no, we need to do the edict first, essentially. So, I think there's actually, yeah, there's actually a few edicts that are being done to solve this issue. Alright, let's go back to Tusdale. Let's enter. Let's go to the throne room, and let me check those very specific edicts, no less. Because either way, we're going to have to check them out anyways. Greetings! Mim's face shines with enthusiasm. The trade in your kingdom is so lively that I'm literally overflowing with commissions. It's splendid. The more interesting challenge, the better. Finally, I've labored long on a special present for you, Your Highness. Mim the best. Mim is the best, isn't she? And we got the Fortunate Fencer for our troubles. So, in exchange for 2k gold, we got a jewel called Fortunate Fencer. This ring grants the wearer +2 to attack rolls with melee weapons. Considering the ring of improved proficiency, that's a little bit better, because it doesn't specify a competence bonus. So we could, in theory, wield this as well. So now we have a 31 to attack, on top of our current bonus. Oh wait, hold on. Alright, so we should have a 32 currently? Yeah, we get a +2 from the Fortunate Fencer, and we get a +1 competence bonus if we use melee weapons, which we do technically. We just use an arm strike specifically. We will lose the bonus from the Ring of Natural Born Leader, though, so we have to keep that in mind. But besides that, we should be fine. I mean, heck, 31 to hit is not that bad. Alright, but I digress. Alright, strategic partnership, enhanced border control. Other curses, no, trading. I guess there is loyal spies, but I think we wanted to support the minister's endeavors to start with. But it seems as though we've already done the edicts to find out what we're looking for. Alright, hold on. Alright, so we did discover what's going on. We just need to actually go visit them. Alright, if we want to go find them, we need to go northwest of Tuskutter's lair and south-southeast of Temple of the Elk. Okay, so we can actually deal with this quest right now. I thought we couldn't. So that is a thing that we're going to have to address. Alright, in that case, it's northeast of Tuskutter's lair. That's Hogdag's lair, so we need to go a bit north. Okay, so it's somewhere between the Temple of the Elk. So somewhere in Talzaford, I think. Alright, so it's somewhere between Temple of the Elk and Tustar's Lair here. So somewhere between here. So we want to teleport to Talzaford specifically. And specifically... yeah, it's northwest of Tustar's Lair. Oh, I shifted way further down than I expected. Okay. Okay, so we need to get across here. So I guess... yeah, I guess we just need to follow this path here. I guess it's over by the Tranquil River Bend? Or is it somewhere else? No, it's not. It's over by the Feyglade here. Perfect. Okay,
always ready.
Let's activate Barkskin, as we usually do. Let us get our Ring of the Natural Born Commander, because that is going to be better for us here. And let us see.
Get lost. Go talk to that elf of yours, see if I care.
The foul, nauseating stench of the morning afterbreath permeates the glade. Fae of all sizes and shapes litter the ground, sleeping on the grass side by side, some of them scarcely clothed. A drowsy satyr squints in pain and shifts his heavy gaze towards you.
Oh, curses. Who is it? Who is there?
King Stephen Armstrong, rightful ruler of these lands. Ha! I swear I could tell just by looking at her puffed up chest. What do you want? Why do you keep upsetting the locals? Some of them forgot their place. We won't stand by while some pointed-eared oaf frolics with our girls. What are you talking about? The satyr waves at you dismissively. I'm not bowing to you. You've no power over me. Okay, so we can either fail the intimidate or kill. That is the most beneficial, of course. But I think it would make more sense for Stephen to intimidate, even if it doesn't yield me more experience. Although, on the other hand, he did say he's been rather aggressive. Yeah. Okay, let them go nuts, I guess. Alright, how's our energies looking? It's looking alright. Keep the maximize. Oh, Stephen's suffering significant damage. Get a cure critical.
I still got it.
Oh, yeah, no, he's suffering quite a bit. Rip. Okay. This is why you need to buff up. But hey, at least we got here, we're ready to go. We just need to buff up, that's all it comes down to. Or at the very least, we need to buff up enough. We just need more so AC on Stephen. Alright. I think a quick bless should help things. Alright. Alright. Do that. And we'll get a mage armor on our doggo, along with a shield of faith on both. There we go. That should do it.
My skills are absolute.
Bark skin, definitely. And we should definitely do bark skin on the wolf as well. There we go. That should do it. Alright, let's deal with these guys properly.
This will hurt!
Alright, have them engage properly. Alright. Now that we've got the defenses going, we should be fine. We do have Icy Prison if we need it, but I don't think we do, to be honest. Alright. Well then. I guess it was just a satyr just being jealous of all things. Which I don't blame him. But at the same time, I'm playing as Stephen Armstrong. You don't insult Stephen Armstrong and get away with it. At least I don't believe you do. I don't know. Well, whatever. What's done is done. At least the problem is resolved, and I'm going to be happy with that, at least. Okay. Now let's see, what else is there around here, if anything? The more we find, the better, but I honestly don't expect us to find anything beyond what we have. If only because, well, there's only so much you're going to find in an area like this. Okay, yep, no, nothing. Okay. Well, with that, because the problem is technically dealt with, we can move on. We've taken care of the Fae, at the very least. Now, whether that's a good thing, we'll have to see. Alright, Ancient Curse Part 4, Prosperity, yep, alright. Let's go. Apparently there's 8 items, not 4, but okay. No, we don't need the daggers. We'll leave them. Alright, but that's that. We can either... Well, I guess we can take the long way around. Yeah, we want to go over and claim things after all, so might as well, right? They exist, so might as well claim them. How's our treasury looking? Alright, let's get 100 BP in our treasury real quick. So that way we can claim this. Claim. Now we got +1 to culture. And I guess let's go back. Ah, kingdom. Alright, border control has been resolved. We've got a strategic partnership now with Brevoy. And we have 2 opportunities that we can take if we so desire. We do have the option of choosing Jubilis for either of these. Alright. A renowned arcanist is offering their newest magical ciphers. Or we can go with the River Gold. honestly, not too worried about the gold. I can absolve them to leave that alone. Although the top secret, the magical ciphers might be useful. Even though it's merely flavor things, it's still nice to have. Okay, we have a choice of upgrading, but I think I'm going to hold off on that. I have a choice. I can go with espionage. We're not going to fail things with her, so it doesn't matter. Okay, every region along the Brevin border with a non-military upgrade provides 2 BB a week. Enhanced trade with New Steven. Increases each settlement by income by 1 when trading with Sertova. It does cost 650 gold, though. We will put in our position for Restov to start with. It does take 45 days, though. Eh, bugger it, we got time. Besides, we're going to need to rank up anyways, so that is going to be something that we're just going to naturally have to do. So, yeah. Let's go back to the capital, and let's begin finishing our quests, for the most part. Alright, enter Tussdale, to the throne room, and off we go to complete our quests.
Adventures can wait.
Alright, let's do a quick save. Alright, there we go. We are now saved and ready to go. Nice. From here, we can now figure out what we're going to do next. Curses, no. Alright, let's just rank up our minister. We'll do a quick save because I think everything's good to go. And we should only be able to do this 3 times, I think. If I'm not mistaken, that is, I should say. Okay, we're now on the first of Desnus, which is nice. Alright, the Black Ravine's done. Bread and Circuses, Spider Invasion, Top Secret's done. We missed out on the whale hunt, but that's fine. We just can't... There's just issues that happen. Alright, it appears we've got a bloody vendetta to deal with, which is not good. But we can deal with this at... We can keep this handled in some point. Alright, an advisor wants a word, goblin problem. I guess we can go and deal with the giants, and we can deal with the river gold opportunity. Well, we have the time, that is. That does leave with, these 3 options left, which we'll have to address at some point. But I digress. Let's see what problems have arisen. Senator Armstrong. Wonderful news! The scouts report that the Black Marquis' blunderheads took an interest in other lands and have left your kingdom. There'll be someone else's problem now. Good. Better them not being interested at all. Your Grace, there is one small matter. A series of small matters, actually. That's growing into a larger problem. Your goblin ally seems to have invited more of his tribe to the capital. And they're acting as if it's their home. It seems your goblin friend and his allies have been industrious in their latest blasphemy. They are erecting statues of Lamashtu, The mother of beasts right outside our capital. It's heresy, and it is spreading fear and panic among the people. Could you please look into the matter? The guards are hesitant to deal with the one close to you personally. Sure. Well, I had a feeling he was, I had a feeling that something was going to happen at some point. Okay, we have a choice of supporting the curator, or we can support somebody else. The curator increases culture, so we'd be going from 3 culture to 4, which is alright. We can also support the magister, it seems, by increasing arcane to 2 from 2 to 3, which is probably what I'm going to do. We might as well get this while we're at it, Loyal Spies. Because it's not like we have anything else for her to do at the moment. We could go into trades and stuff, but that's fine. We don't need to worry about that right now. Really, we just need to worry about Bartholomew's skills as a diplomat, which requires him, Jubilist, or Valerie to work with him. But at some point I will be leveling this up. It's just going to take time. But I will be supporting the Magister. Well, I can either support the Magister or the Curators. I'm going to support the Curator this time. So I'll put the Curator there. That way the Magister can start working on another curse. Let's see. What curse should we work on? We should probably work on something cheap, but something speedy. The Scythe Tree. Why not? Let's do that. And it relates to the Dryad as well, so that is another reason for us to go for it. It's free also, as well, so that's another plus. Alright. Alright. First thing first, we need to talk with Nok Nok. Alright, Nok Nok is not in here, so I would assume he's outside in the main capital. So not there, we need to go out here into the main square and try and find Nok Nok. At least that's my first suspicion anyways. Alright. Now, with that said, Nok Nok's over here. I do believe there's actually something that we can check out as well, that I've been curious about for a while. It's just a matter of finding it, because it's been a while. Okay, here we go. Yeah, there's something here. I'm just not sure what. One of Nok Nok's ears perk up as you approach. He fixes you with a single eye and waits. Let's just quickly go over the... Alright, I'm just going to quickly go over the conversations. Alright. Yeah, no, I'm just going to quickly go over the conversations and just go from there. Alright. I heard your tribe is building shrines to Lamashtu near the capital.
Yes, be praised, O Mother of Beasts. You want to pay respects to her? I will show you.
I guess I've got no choice but to visit these shrines, I'm guessing.
You like it. Promise.
Alright, let's go. Alright, do I need to bring Nok Nok with me, though? Alright, yeah, no, I need to go with Nok Nok, so I'm going to remove Sundowner from our list to bring in Nok Nok. Because he is basically a rogue equally as such. So, he'll be useful in some cases. Well, let's just hope things go well. Yeah, so... he refused to be reasoned with, not surprising, until the king sees the magnificent shrines of Lamashtu with his own eyes. We must travel to clearing where the shrines are located with Nok Nok. Okay, so we need to go with him, basically. Now, is this a thing where I need to bring Nok Nok alone with me? Or is it Nok Nok with my party? I assume Nok Nok with the group, but that's just my assumption. Do we need Lord Nature? Not really. We'll just boost up his Lord Religion now. There we go. Alright, next. Let's see. Kukris, Double Slice. Let's get improved initiative, I guess. It's always a useful spell, or usable ability. Alright. There we go. 9. Let's get Dispelling Attack. Because having an ability to dispel is always nice. And I guess we got the Goblin Killing here. Let's hope we can actually go there with our group. Yeah, we can. Good. Alright, let's cast Bark Skin just in case. It's hard to say whether it's going to be needed or not, but you never know. Nok Nok half stumbles in, clanking and rattling from a number of fetishes adorning his body. Teeth, pebbles. So much so, he looks like a filthy bead curtain. You have no idea where he was able to dress up like this. He stops before you, his back straight, and does his best to look down upon you, but the effect ends up being something of a mess. Before you can speak, Nok Nok addresses you, drawing out his words like proclamations. You have been summoned, Stephen Armstrong. The Mother of Beasts speaks. He raises his arms in a flourish. Through me! I did not give you leave to construct shrines in my capital, Nok Nok. Nok Nok blinks, and he seems to deflate. But, yes, we built many shrines to worship the Mother. What sign of a great goblin hero to earn her favor? He swallows and his ears droop. She is not welcome here? Nok Nok not welcome here? Nok Nok, I respect your efforts. You're free to worship Lamashtu here. Go for it, I guess. Nok Nok gives a grin and bow. Hear all! The Mother is appeased, pleased with blessing from Stephen Armstrong. All hail the Mother! All hail Stephen Armstrong, hero of Big Bad Smelly City. Let's just hope that is resolved now. Nok Nok gives you a faint nod, then trundles off, his costume trailing behind him, and leaving small bits on the ground as he moves. Well then. When we destroy shrines, you hear boom in your smelly capital. Alright, sure.
Do what I must.
As long as you guys aren't causing trouble. Alright. Well, worst case, I guess we can just cut them down to submission. So, it's not all bad. Okay, nothing over there, nothing here. Okay, so simple enough. We resolved it. Hopefully. But yeah, no, I'm fine with keeping goblins around. Why not? Right? Okay, with that, we go back to Tusdale. And we should be good as golden now. At least good as golden to finish up what other quests we need to, or whatever other edicts we need to do. And I do believe that Nok Nok's thing is done, yep. So we just need to wait on everything else. So let's enter, let's go to the throne room, and go from there. Alright. From here, we just click on New America here, and we go from there. Alright, let's see. I guess we're supporting the curator here in this particular circumstance. Alright, we'll do a quick save. We've got enhanced border control with Brevoy. Twice over, it seems. No, actually, 4 times over, actually. Plus 8 bonuses to resolve any situation that arises in regions adjacent to the border with Brevoy. So yeah, we're getting a lot of benefits there. We're also getting a strategic partnership with Brevoy. We're getting land defenders, dwarven engineering. Okay. Regions, hold on, let's see. We can level up specific things at some point, but we just haven't had the chance to just yet. Jewelry Center. Attracts jewelry makers to your region. No. Let's see. Alright, Tusdale, Shambling Steps. Common Lands. Let's see, we can either go with the Horse Breeding Center, or we can go with something else. South Gnarl Marshes goes with the Bronze Shield Fortress, or the Magic of Candlear Tower. Dire Gnarl Marshes are the Magic of the Abandoned Keep. Trade Guard is a trading ground, obviously. Barnhold, Bread and Circuses. Well, at the very least, we get a lot of stuff from it. Alright, well, it's not a big worry. We need to, oh god, I shouldn't have closed. Whatever. Alright, we go in. We level up the Curator next. Alright, Curator. Do a quick save. Just so we have the highest potential. Right, pop that open. There we go. 14 days. And we got something else because of it. Some sort of arrow here? Alright, Curator efforts have been solved. We've done the Paper People opportunity, the River Gold opportunity. Problem has been resolved with a triumph. Giants have been triumphed. The Ancient Curse is upon us, and expected in 2 weeks. Alright, Silver Shield Fortress is also done, and we got Loyal Spies. research on Tristan has been done. Okay, we have a deeper understanding of Nyrissa's curse again. Alright, we can restore Silver Shield Fortress if we so desire. Lindsay wants to talk. The Hell Knights have arrived in the capital. We got some, we got cavalry apparently, and a bloody vendetta going on. Yeah, we're gonna want to deal with the bloody vendetta. We'll get Tristan on that. Actually, no. Let's get Keston on that. The cavalry is something that Jaethal is going to be handling. So get her a coin, we'll give Keston a coin. We'll get them both on that. There we go. Slum Dwellers. I guess Harem would be a good choice because that'll level up Divine. Assuming you want to, that is. There's also Tristan, which has already got a ton points. No, let's go Harem. There we go. Alright, let's talk with the Hell Knights and see what's going on. The Order of the Rack welcomes you, King. The black-skinned woman slightly bows her carefully shaved head. My name is Lingzia. I come from the distant land of Cheliax in search of a dangerous criminal who's hiding in your baronry. She stands tall and almost motionless. The reflected torch's light dances on the surface of her polished black armor, and in the depths of her watchful black eyes. I'm glad that we have met, and I believe the rule of law in your kingdom is not just empty phrases. I hope for the cooperation from your subjects and you personally. Contrary to her words, Linexia's face does not express any gladness. The corner of her mouth twitches slightly, betraying carefully concealed discontent. Who is this fugitive you're looking for? A dangerous pirate, a murderer, and rebel named Darvin the Dashing Fairwood. He was found guilty of inciting a rebellion and murdering a noble lord in Cheliax. The law of my order is unwavering. The punishment for such crimes is death. Draven's rebellion took place in Cheliax 3 years ago. The Order of the Rack quickly suppressed it. The participants were jailed and the instigators quartered. But their leader, Darvin must have escaped. I have followed his trail for a long time, and now it's led me here. Well, tell me about the Order of Rack first. We are the Hell Knights. We guard law and order. Legitimate authorities can rely on us entirely. Criminals tremble when they hear our footsteps. The Order of the Rack is a union of the Knights of Cheliax, led by hatred of idleness, worthless philosophy, and useless knowledge. Indulgence leads to lawlessness and insurrection. We seek out any manifestations of dissonance and burn them, be they books, scientific treatises, or those who create them. Linuxia sizes you up. It's in your best interest to maintain friendly relations with us. Trust me, King. I entirely share your opinion. Linuxia raises her eyebrows for a moment, as if she's never expected such an answer. I'm pleased to see that our judgments coincide. We will inform you if, in the process of our investigation, we stumble upon any manifestations of dissonance in your kingdom. Can I help you with your investigation? The shadow of a smile crosses Linuxia's face. I and my knights are perfectly capable of finding and eliminating one criminal. Your help is unnecessary. If you want to help, do not interfere. I authorize you can conduct your investigation within my kingdom. Go ahead, Lingzia. Thank you, King. Your good will means a lot to us. But of
Bad news. We heard that visitors have lately been spreading unfavorable rumors about your kingdom. It's as if New America is a stronghold of barbarism and feeble-mindedness, where people of the arts are rare and endangered. Our artists are allocated by these rumors to be considered our least valued citizens. Such rumors can't but affect our reputation. I'm afraid you'll have to entrust one of your advisors with the matter. An antique vendor told me that the Order of the Prisms have been spreading nasty rumors. They're one of the branches of Shelyn's churches. Lindsay scratches her chin thoughtfully. Here's what I've been thinking. A couple of weeks ago, I saw Valerie tear up some letter. She was so terribly angry, just like she was back then with her former mentor came to her. Anyways, I didn't ask her about it. That would be more trouble than it's worth. But you'll probably be able to find out what happened, and if this has any connection to Shelyn. Okay, interesting. So, yet another issue, it seems. Alright. Order of the Prison's condemnation. And Lingzia terrorizes my people. Well, it was bound to happen, the distress, but hey, that's fine. Alright. We can either support some individuals, or we can start beefing up our trade and all that. It appears that we won't be able to resolve those two problems until we actually physically go and deal with it. So we'll just have to worry about it when we get to it. But in the meantime, let's see. We can trade with New Steven on favorable terms. We can get trade agreement with Galt and a trade agreement with Sertova. If I'm not mistaken, Sertova is... Yeah, Sertova is a completely different thing. Okay, it's going to be a costly one, but we can do this. We're going to put, I guess... Let's see, we can get Jubilist or Bartholomew on either. For this, we're going to want... It's going to be hard for us to just leave Bartholomew to his own devices here. No, I think we need to keep Bartholomew in play. So we'll get Jubilist on play for here. It's going to be a costly endeavor, mind you, but that's fine. Alright, let's see. At times of unrest, Gaul is a good trade route, but we won't be in unrest a lot. But we can do the enhanced trade with New Steven. So that's going to cost us about 650 gold, or 650 BP. Uh, 550 BP should be able to do it. There we go. We had to use a lot of our gold, but that's fine. Both are going to help us in the long run. So for the short term, this is basically a golden opportunity. But I digress. Let us resolve this situation and figure out what the heck is going on. Valerie. Valerie nods to you cordially. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. I hear that you received an unpleasant letter lately. Let me guess, from Lindsay, right? She keeps poking her nose into other people's business. Valerie lowers her head sadly. Forgive me, Senator Armstrong. I was hoping I'd manage this without your help this time, which is why I didn't tell you. Be right back 1 second, I need to check on things, and I will be right back. Apologies for the sudden thing, but it's just life stuff, you know how it be. But yeah, be right back in 5 minutes. Just gotta check up on things. Maybe less.
Okay, I'm back. Let's get back into things. Okay. I do believe I've already gone through this dialogue, so we'll just continue. A while ago, I received a letter from a new temple of Shelyn, on the outskirts of Patax, from a paladin of the Order of Prisms. This time, they're not demanding that I return to the Order. Instead, they want me to go there and submit to a great divine trial, and answer for all of my transgressions, in front of Shelyn's worthy servants. Of course, I tore up the letter and tried to forget about it, but now they've begun to plot against the entire kingdom. I was hoping that I could just ignore them this time too, but it seems I shall have to meet these stubborn fools face to face, and explain to them what their tricks might lead to. Let's go there together, and get to the bottom of this. Thank you. I am ready to go to the Temple of Prisms as soon as you have time. How's your wound, by the way? Physically, it causes me no discomfort whatsoever. So if you're worried about it, it might prevent me from serving you. Then you shouldn't be. How are things with the storyteller and Lindsay? Satisfactory. As she chuckles. It appears that the storyteller has thought it best to leave me alone, which I do not mind at all. Lindsay... She shrugs her shoulders. I expect I'll never have any influence over her inappropriate enthusiasm about her book. Alright, let's talk later, because we have bigger fish to fry. Alright, let's do a quick save. And let's see, do we need anything particular? Let's get rid of the Ring of Improved Proficiency. Just put that there for now. We will need to worry about our charismatic nature, but that's fine. We'll worry about that later, because we got bigger fish to fry. I'm still surprised I have a 31 to attack rolls, though. That is impressive. Oh. That's not what normally happens, but okay. Hell Knight of Rock.
Where did you meet Draven? Speak or I'll skin you alive.
I don't know. I don't owe anything, I swear. I've never heard that name before. Please, don't beat me anymore. What's going on here?
This woman is suspected of having links with Darvin. We know that he brought food from her.
I'm telling you, I don't know who that is. I've never seen him before in my life. Please, save me from them.
One way or another, I'll soon find out everything I need.
Do your job. I won't get in your way.
Where is Draven now? Speak.
Well, as long as they follow the law of the city, then they should be fine. Alright. I think that's it that we need to worry about. Yeah. Anything else we don't need to worry about. Okay. Let's get out of here. I keep forgetting how speedy Steven is. Alright, we need a Sundowner. We're also going to need to figure out who's going to take the place of Valerie, because we will need her at this point. Let's see. Deal with the devil. Yeah, we'll just let her do her business. Alright, we need to go to the Temple of Prisms with Valerie, so Yeah, we need to get rid of Nok Nok. I guess we can keep our rogue out of this for now. No, we kind of need the rogue. Otherwise, things just don't work. Alright, let's just suffer the loss of damage from Sundowner. As much as I love him, we won't be able to get much done with him. Well, he does a lot of damage. That's the good thing about him. But he's a good choice to replace everybody with every now and again. Because he is a slow attacker. That's the issue with him. On one hand, great against bosses. Lovely. On the other hand, when we're not dealing with bosses, he's not the best choice, I find. But that's just a personal choice, really. Alright, close that. Let's just move you here. Yeah, there we go. That'll have to do for now. Alright, we'll level up Fighter, I guess? Or are we leveling Stalwart Defender? I think it was a Fighter, mainly. Yeah, you can get flank protection, and you can get evasion. That's pretty good for an ability of a Tower Shield Specialist. Alright. Let's keep Persuasion up. Let's use... What point should I focus in? I guess Perception is a good fighter thing. Alright, Hammer the Gap, Greater Shield Defense. Armor Focus is already good. Back to back. When you are flanked, you gain a +2 circumstance bonus to AC against attacks from opponents flanking. Alternatively, combat mobility is a decent choice. I could also get critical focus, if I so desire. Improved critical is also an option. I'll go with combat mobility because there are times when I move out of range and that just means a lot of problems occur. We'll get more perception, more persuasion. Let's see. We can get critical focus, so that way we can confirm critical hits easier. That's always nice. Let's get another level in Fighter, because more defense the better. Keep boosting up perception and persuasion. Let's see. We can get Shield Wall, I guess. There's Sickening Critical. I think Shield Wall would be a good one. It gives everybody a buff. Fighter. We're going to want to boost up her Dexterity so she has a higher AC. But I'll boost Perception and Persuasion as per normal. Alright, Shield Wall. Let's see. I can get Improved Critical with something. I could get something else. There's Back to Back, which is a natural choice, so we'll grab that. It'll help with flanking, at least. Alright. 10 to 13, there we go. What else is there? There's Staggering Critical. Let's go with Staggering Critical. Why not? Whenever you score a critical hit, your opponent becomes staggered for a d4 + 1 rounds. A successful Fortitude save reduces the duration of 1 round. But having a stagger is actually pretty good. Let's go with that. Then we'll get her that. Alright. And we will boost up her attacks. I think what we want is a Vital Strike, I think. Yeah, if we go Vital Strike, that would probably be pretty good for her. Yeah, we'll go Vital Strike, why not? Deal more damage with hits, why not? Be a one-hit KO sort of deal. Okay, now if I'm not mistaken, the Order of the Prism is somewhere up north here? No, it's right next to the town of Glenshire. So that makes this a bit more convenient for us. Alright. Let's teleport to Glenshire, then. Before we go anywhere further, let's check out Glenshire itself, because there might be a craftsman somewhere around here. And if there is, then we can probably recruit them. Assuming they exist, that is.
Follow if you dare.
Let's see. If they don't, that's fine. It's not a huge deal. But it still doesn't hurt to check. Okay, no, there doesn't look to be any traders, so yep. Or any craftsmen, so yeah, let's go. Alright, let's go deal with this issue. Alright, we start by moving this direction, then we go along here. We go up and down. Now we enter the Temple of Shelyn. Or as it's called, the Order of the Prism, apparently. Let's do a quick save. And let us organize. We're going to want to buff up in this particular circumstance because there is reason for doing so. I will not explain what that is, but there is reasons I have for doing so. Alright. Samuel. Sundowner. Mistral. Protection from arrows, communal. Heroism from everybody. Alright. Sundowner. Mistral. And himself. Mass Feather Step. Magic Fang Greater. Mage Armor. Alright. Shield. Alright. Let's get the blurs on. Valerie's fine. Alright, Mistral. Okay, we're gonna want to start buffing with her then. We'll start with See Invisibility Communal. We technically do have immunity to poison, so we don't need to use that. So we don't need to lay poison on. We will get the resist to energies, I guess, off. Alright, that's a blur, 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 blur. Alright, come on. Sundowner next. Mistral. Himself. Alright, we cast the acid, I do believe. Now we need cold. Electricity. Fire. Thompson should focus on Sonic. Alright. I don't think we need Death Ward here, but just in case... Well, I'll have those saved anyways, so it doesn't matter ultimately. But we'll get those buffed. And I guess we'll just start buffing with Aid. We don't need to enlarge and reduce person right now. Worst case, I'll just start using mass scrolls for it. Because it's starting to reach that point where using them is a more tedious endeavor than anything else that I'm doing. Alright, so let's get Remove Fear. And make sure everybody has Shield of Faith. Alright, Valerie, Samuel, and Sundowner. There we go. That should do it. Alright, let's do a quick save. This should do it. If not, we'll just have to figure it out, but essentially we should be fine. Alright. What is this issue going on? Alright, Lyron. A white-haired priest looks at you over his glasses.
Look who's here. King Senator Armstrong. My respects. And I see you have brought company.
The paladin wearing armor strikes his open palm with his fist.
Finally. For a woman balancing on the edge of excommunication, you are sluggish, Valerie.
Valerie slowly turns her... Oh, sorry. Wrong voice. She slowly turns her head towards the paladin and gives him an icy look. I'm never in a hurry to meet those who would seek petty revenge upon the innocent for another alleged transgressions.
Please, everyone calm down. Let's not hurry with accusations and hasty decisions. In the end, we're in a sacred place. Arguments under this faulting are unacceptable.
Alright, before we go on, I need to do a quick Google search, because this is a important thing for Valerie, so... It may dictate her future, basically. Alright, let's see. Alright. That's not what we want. We don't want that. Here we go, companion quests. Yeah, there's 12 companion quests from the looks of it. Yeah, that's a lot to go over. Let's see. Price, there's Act 4. No, we need to go a bit further, I think. It's not Act 5, I don't think. I do believe it's on Act 6. Oh, no, wait, hold on. Alright, here we go. I found it. Apparently... Alright, so I got a rough idea of what's going on. Alright, who are you?
My name is Larian. I'm a priest of Shelyn, and a leader of the local congregation. For now, at least, until my place is taken by a permanent priest from the Order of Prisms. For now, I am a spiritual advisor and mentor to represent Hegend and his people, paladins of Shelyn who require the advice of more experienced devotees. What is this place? The Temple of the Lenses is a new abbey for one of the orders of Shelyn. The priest looks up at the vaulting in admiration. A beautiful architectural masterpiece, isn't it? Such sophisticated buildings will make a splendid home for the Order of Prisms. Which of you is behind the dirty rumors about my kingdom? We say the truth, and you call it a dirty rumor. We're the protectors of Shelyn, and all who call her patron. It's ridiculous to hear the charge of slander from one who has befriended a viper. Your friend blackens the name of the goddess herself. I will not pass unmarked the vaguely veiled insults. In the end, I have a doubtful honor of talking to a coward who can only throw around empty words and ungrounded accusations. You're too spineless to meet me face to face and make your claims in person. That's why you prefer to strike on the sly. Please calm down. Although I do not approve of the methods of respected Hegend, I will not tolerate jokes at the expense of a paladin of Shelyn in this very temple. I see the whole company's here. Eveld bows in a refined manner. My respects, King. My respects, King. I came at a special invitation of Sir Hegend. How could I refuse a paladin of my beloved patron? My respects to you and Valerie. Fredero Sinnet nods to you and looks to Valerie, seeing the scar. Seeing the scar, he purses his lips and shakes his head sorrowfully. I heard about what happened to you, but seeing it with my own eyes is unbearable. Believe me, I never wanted this. To be honest, I don't even remember striking the blow. The wrinkle on Valerie's forehead softens. We settled our argument in battle, Fredero. As for the scar, I've been wearing my wounds for a long time. I don't have the slightest desire to meddle in the affairs of Shelyn and her followers. I demand only one thing. Stop slandering me and my subjects. As long as Valerie is in your hands, no creator who crosses into your borders can feel safe. We heard how much she despises everyone who's capable of creating anything beautiful, and we're not going to keep silent about it. Of course, she could repent for her transgressions voluntarily, and beg for the goddess for mercy. For my transgressions, Shelyn has to answer me for ruining my life for so long. Heretic! It seems there's no other hope for this soul, so deeply blackened by pride. Then the divine trial. Shelyn's judgment shall cleanse you of at least a part of this abomination. Valerie clenches her fist in silence. It seems the scar on her face darkens and deepens. Alright, so what exactly is Valerie being accused of? Of persistent disrespect and insolence towards Shelyn's order, and the goddess herself. The Order of the Eternal Rose disowned this woman, but we, the Order of Prisms, will finish what was started. If Valerie refuses to repent, she shall suffer punishment. If Shelyn's newest order appears each time another one stops pestering me, my disrespect for your goddess will only grow. You are creating the very thing that you so diligently fight, but are incapable of understanding this. Maybe this trial will give you peace, Valerie. Maybe. Valerie keeps silent for a few moments, and then takes a deep breath. Very well.
I will endure this trial if it helps put an end to all this. Thank you for agreeing, Valerie. Let us begin. Shelyn's divine trial has commenced. May she be merciful to the lost and confused. It is time to listen to all sides and decide what fates awaits Valerie. Today, under a vaulting of the Temple of Prisms, we followers of the goddess will give you, Valerie, a chance to redeem yourself in the eyes of Shelyn and... Enough, Lauren. Everyone present knows she doesn't deserve redemption. She's lost the right to forgiveness on the day she rejected Shelyn's grace. Fredero Cynic clears his throat and attracts everyone's attention. I didn't come here to stand silent like an idol. When I challenged Valerie to a duel, she agreed. We fought according to all rules, and our argument was settled. Think what you will of Valerie, but at least she showed me some respect. Valerie scoffs. I don't care about you, let alone respect you. I just wanted to teach you a lesson and make you leave me alone. Okay. And yet Valerie observed all the rules. She came when Fredero called her. She accepted the challenge. Will none of this be taken into consideration? Oh, but of course, you can't ignore a person's deeds, even when their words are bitter. Enough about Fredero. We don't have that much time, and Valerie gives us much to consider. According to her masters at the Order of the Eternal Rose, she's always been noble and merciful. Stories about the valor she showed in Brevoy spread far beyond its borders. How many did the fearless warrior save from the fire of Germandi Aldori's house? They and many others owe their lives to her. That is true. We did, in the very beginning, we did save a bunch of people. That actually plays into this story a bit. Oh, don't ascribe mercy to my actions, and don't drag your Shelyn into this. I obeyed an order, that's all. I do not agree with Valerie. She can be harsh, but her heart is overfilled with pain and bitterness. Judge her actions, not her words. Valerie opens her mouth, but then sighs and lowers her head without saying anything. Of course, King. We are judging Valerie only by her actions. Enough! I'm tired of this endless babble. I shall prove that Valerie is a capricious and dishonorable woman who has twisted her life to pursue a single goal, to harm everything that is precious to Shelyn. I have a reliable witness who can confirm my statement. I present Sir Eveld. Evelyn pushes his chest out and pulls his chin up. This lady insulted me in front of my audience, for no reason at all. Arrested me with brutal force, and the worst is, when dust settled and our blood cooled, Valerie didn't even think to apologize for her behavior. I say that only confirms her maliciousness. Do I go the diplomacy or intimidate route? Let's go diplomacy route. You provoked her. It's your fault, Evald. Larian raises a brow and looks to Eveld over his glasses. Oh, was this man's art meant to do harm? No, well, possibly, just possibly, I might have drawn some inspiration from certain,
poetic punishments. Then I cannot accept your statement. Leave this temple. Valerie raises her head and takes a deep breath, as if awakening from a deep sleep. She looks at the temple's decorations and raises her hand. I've stood here listening to your arguments for long enough. Now it's my turn to speak. My departure from the Order of the Eternal Rose was not an insult to Shelyn or her followers. All I wanted was to devote my life to what was important to me. The goddess's followers never gave me a single chance to walk my own life's path. Do I value art? No. Am I ready to serve it? No. Do I respect those who have brought so much trouble to me and the king? No. But there are some of you like me, who dream of just one thing, to carry out your chosen duty. She turns to Lauren and lowers her head. If all servants of Shelyn were like you, my parting from the Order could have been much more peaceful. Maybe I don't deserve forgiveness in the eyes of Shelyn. Maybe fanatics like Sir Hegend would be happier to see me in a noose. But I see now that one shouldn't laugh at another's way just because one doesn't understand or share it. But now, speaking openly before you, my conscience is definitely clear, and if you wish to judge me for the fact that my opinion is different than yours... The divine trial is over. Shelyn has made a decision. About what? How? The scar. It's gone. Hegend, white as a sheet, points at Valerie with a trembling hand. But why? Larian smiles softly, looking at Valerie. Look at her, my friend. She's proud. But who could expect otherwise from a creature of such amazing beauty? Now, as Shelyn light fills Valerie's soul, the child is filled with renewed radiance. The thorn that pricked it has been burned away. The goddess shows Valerie a way to the source of light and beauty. No! Hegend pulls out his weapon and shakes it in the air, rolling his bloodshot eyes. The witch has deceived Shelyn! Only I know the will of my goddess. Get to Valerie! Well, somebody's a bit miffed. Alright, well, suit him, I guess. If he wants to be like that, so be it. Well, unfortunately, he's not gonna like this.
My masterpiece!
Valerie is panting and wiping the sweat from her forehead. This is it. Finally. Valerie turns to Lauren and looks to him expectantly. I think it's obvious to everyone here that they oughta... That bloodshed is always a hefty burden on the shoulders of a Shelyn's follower. He shakes his head sadly. Lauren does. Forgive them, Valerie. Blind faith clouded their judgment and pushed towards violence, desecrating this holy place. Shelyn's light will not soon return to this vaulting. Fredero puts away his weapon, looking sour. But we will do everything in our power to wash away this disgrace. On behalf of the Order of the Eternal Rose, I offer you, Valerie, and you, Your Highness, my sincerest apologies. The Order of Prisms is young and too zealous in their judgment of events and signs. There is nothing else for us to do here, Stephen Armstrong. If you don't mind, I'd like to have done with this place. That didn't exactly feel like visiting the temple of a kind goddess. Valerie scoffs in reply. I hope that after this, Shelyn's paladins will think twice before doing harm to your kingdom. Anyways, they're usually much more reserved than those fanatics from the Order of Prisms. Let's go. We'll discuss it at the capital.
I want to see an end to this place as soon as possible. Well, that's the resolution of this fight, for the most part. Let's see. Everything except the tower shield should be taken. This is magical, this is magical. Okay, there we go. We should definitely take out these paladins, though, before we go. Alright, let's deal with these two. There we go. Done. It appears the order is, not so good right now. We'll worry about them later, though, I guess. Alright, grab the swords and armor. Yeah. Quite the aggressive order, I must admit. But hey, that's just par for the course. Alright, let's see if there's anything we can grab before we go. Looking like we can. Alright, we got some items, and we got a magical item, a long spear +3. So that's a plus. Alright, that's an item sorted. Is there anything else over on this side? I would assume so, given the space we've got to work with. Let's see. Okay. Can we get over there? Technically we can, I think. But let us save before we do, because we're not sure if this is going to work or not, so... Alright, for Steven, we want to equip something in particular. Price and descending order, obviously. We want to equip the teleportation scrolls, so we want mass, dimension door.
I am never wrong.
We have saved just for this occasion. Okay. We'll load, because we don't need to actually use the scroll, because there is nothing on that side. Or at least nothing we can actually access, specifically, I should state. Okay. From here, we are left with a few other things here. Another Paladin of Shelyn. Alright. Is there anything else around here before we leave? Nope. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Then in that case, we have full authority to leave at our whims. Yep, let's go. We don't need the tower shields, we don't need the breastplate armor. We're good. It's just too weighty to bring along. That's putting it mildly. Alright. We do have the option to claim the copper mine, so we're going to quickly do that while we have the chance. Alright, here we go. Alright, we've got the copper mine for the community. Sorry, there's something flying around. I think a fly or something. Okay. I guess we can check out the gnawed rocks. There might be something of interest, but... No, let's go back. I think it's better. Oh, it appears something's going on life stuff-wise, but... 1 second. Okay, apologies for that. I am now back. Alright, let's see. What does the Kingdom Edict here say? Alright. The Order of the Prism is dealt with, and the terrorization is just going to happen naturally. Although finding him would make things a lot easier for us. Let's see. One sec. Apologies for that. I got a phone call. Alright. Now, we are done with, hopefully, all of the edicts that are of most importance. And we're just going to enter Tuskdale and just do our own thing. So we'll start with the throne room, obviously. And let us level up literally anything, because we got 26 days. So that's enough for at least one edict to go through, and maybe something else along the way. Alright, we can upgrade our general or the counselor. We have events, which have already been addressed. Our trade agreements are already set up. How about trading? That's fine. We can do some of the upgrades from the fish stuff here. But it doesn't really matter ultimately. I think we're going to want to rank up first and foremost, so let's see. We can rank up either the counselor or the general. So it's basically a choice between loyalty and military. I'm going to go with loyalty because military is just way too OP right now. Alright, with that we will do a quick save. Kingdom Edicts and Main Quest, naturally. And let's level up. Alright, Linuxia terrorizes our people, obviously, so that's going to happen regardless of what we do. And now we just have to get to the Bald Hilltop. And the Bloody Vendetta has been resolved horribly, so let's reload. Naturally, we're just going to have negatives from Linuxia being around, but hey, that's fine. We'll live with our choices. A small negative for the bigger positive, ultimately. The Fey Pranksters, though, are going to be something we're going to have to deal with, though. So, let's be prepared for that. Oh, come on. I can do this. And yeah, it's basically just going to be a load sesh. Okay. There we go. Bloody Vendetta has been resolved. Good. Alright, we've got a fox hunt, apparently. Crafty gangster named Fox is robbing carriages and stealing kisses of wealthy men's wives. Okay, we don't want that to happen. Keston. A War Shadows. We're going to want Jaethal on that. Let's give her a crisis point to work with. Alright, areas. We need Tristan on that. 95. Jaethal has news. Anixia continuing to terrorize her issues. We got the evil pranksters, which is going to be an issue, but we'll worry about that once we get the chance. For now, let's see what's going on. Okay. There are more and more workers in the kingdom, and our farmers require plots of fruitful soil. The ordinary people regard you as their defender against the inquiry of merchants, and they have come to you with a request. Your subjects wish to clear and plow some nearby oak groves, where wealthy men, both local and Privan, have hunted and sport for many years. The merchants won't like it, but I'm sure you can see that food for the children and the elderly is far more important than sports for the idle. Wouldn't you agree? The land must bear fruit and feed the people, not amuse a crowd of wealthy crooks. Allow the peasants to plow these new fields. You are merciful. The people will never forget who granted them their land for their honest labor. Well, they should. We're writing about it after all. Jaethal crosses the throne room, her gait determined and confident. It seems clear that the Inquisitor has something pressing on her mind. Finally, I have news about the half-blood. I expected him to seek shelter somewhere far from your lands, but no. He was spotted not far away. So where is he? Not far from the Valley of the Dead. What a fitting place for a Pharasmite, desperately trying to rid the world of undead. Such determination might have been an asset in dealing with Mordecai. But I wish to discuss something else. The half-blood was spotted chasing some pauper pilgrim woman. Judging by the thing that my agent managed to figure out, the woman herself may turn out to be quite interesting. To track down the half-blood, I have to deal with the whole range of scum. Thieves, vagabonds, grave robbers. One of them located Enno, but then preyed upon the pauper woman. Couldn't miss a chance to rob her blind. In her handbag, the thief found some ominous writings. Thinking the papers were cursed, he decided to rid of them himself by giving them to me. Do you know what they turned out to be? Excerpts from Serving Your Hunger, the sacred texts of Urgathoa's followers. I've examined the stolen papers closely, and now I believe their owner is a high-ranking priestess of Urgathoa. It seems this half-blood persists in his desire to rid the world of all my goddess's followers. He's skilled at covering his tracks, but now we have a chance to intercept him. Let's go to the Valley of the Dead, and find this priestess before he acts. Then, when he comes for her, well, the servants of any deity should be able to stand up for their faith. Is that not so? Fine. As the opportunity arises, we'll visit the Valley of the Dead. Thank you. I want to say this is important to me. I've grown tired of drowning in silence, hearing never a word from my goddess. I wish to speak with this priestess, try to discover what Urgathoa may be expecting from me. I want answers. Answers for my murderer, among others. Well, you may not like what's going on, Jaethal. Chemo bows awkwardly, a broad smile dancing on his lips. It is ready. I brought you something. Thank you. Continue on your work. Okay, Chemo has something to ask. Okay, I guess that's yet another task ahead of us. Jeez, so many things. I'm happy to see you, O most worthy one. A new gift. She wants us to visit. Alright, so we got some, seems we got another quest. So we got, yeah, it seems we got a bit more to work with, it seems. It's gonna be annoying, but hey, that's just par for the course, isn't it? Alright. Before we can go anywhere, we need to deal with a pressing issue. Of course. Now, that pressing issue is obviously going to deal with the curse on Bald Hilltop, which has been poking at our towns a little bit, trying to be a nuisance. That's not gonna fly. Where is Draven now? Speak up or else.
I don't know what you're talking about. Let me go. What do you think you're doing?
The man who spent last night at your place is a fugitive and a criminal.
I didn't know he was a criminal. He asked to spend the night on my floor. Then he left in the morning. I don't know anything else.
What's going on?
I let the traveler inside for a night, that's all. He paid me and left in the morning. I didn't talk with him and I don't know who he was. Please help me.
Maybe he's telling the truth, or maybe not. Soon we'll find out. Continue your investigation. Don't cause any more trouble, jeez. These Order of the Night are starting to get annoying. Alright, let's get Valerie out of here. Let's get our Monsoon back. And I don't think we need to bring anybody with us in particular. It's more so just a matter of making sure everybody's going together. Well, it's more so a matter of just making sure everybody's together in one particular point. Alright, let's get to the ball tabletop now, because that is now the pressing situation that we have. Okay.
I am never wrong.
Let's buff up. Alright, bark skin on everybody. Alright. Yeah, bark skin on everybody. So Samuel, Sundowner, Mistral, and Thompson. Alright, we get protection from arrows communal. Feather Step Mass, Magic Fang Greater, Heroism on everybody, naturally. Alright, come on. Samuel, Sundowner, Mistral. Alright, Monsoon and himself. Alright, we get Mage Armor. Thompson says well, shield, blur. Alright, now we get blur on everybody else. Alright, Mistral, Monsoon, and Thompson. Alright, now we get the enlarged person spell on Samuel.
My skills
And while he's
are
casting that, we cast Remove Fear. See Invisibility Communal. We're gonna cast the main primary elements that we need to resist. Sonic is least used, so we'll worry about that the least. We'll get Stone Skin Communal. We'll get Cell Skin. Or no, we'll wait on the spell resistance. Alright, Thompson.
Adventures await.
Enlarge Sundowner.
All this waiting bores.
We should move.
Mistral, we want Remove Fear. Assuming we haven't... Oh, no, we've cast it already. Never mind. Alright. Let's get Aid. Okay. Alright. Thompson, we want to
We should
cast
move.
Enlarge Person on Mistral next. Alright. Sundowner now has it. We need Mistral to cast it on herself and one on Monsoon. And then Shield of Faith on everybody else. Alright, the Wolf, Samuel, Sundowner, and herself. There we go. Let us save, because now we are fully buffed. And let us begin our cleansing, as I should call it. Alright. Oh, right. First and foremost, I should probably, Alright, so Steven, we're going to want to give you the shield there. We're going to want to give you the shield spell. And off we go. Now we're good.
The life ends here.
Haha. Now we can engage without too much worry. Ah, more of them attacking from flanks. Let us get the Swift Tactician ability going. There we go. Let us summon some mobs. There we go. Alright. Let us get the Icy Prison activated on this individual. That's the plan anyways. Ah, Icy Prison. Yeehaw. There we go. And that's that. Nice. Clean and swift. Just the way I like it. And we don't even need to use any healing because we managed to clean with it. Or we managed to clean it so swiftly and so efficiently. Alright, Masterwork Scythes are going to be a want. Because they are worth 100 gold, so they are worth the effort of grabbing. Alright, we've got a composite longbow, speed, composite longbow specifically, and a headband of mental perfection +6. Oh my goodness, that's powerful. Okay. Price in descending order first and foremost. Alright, so having this is a +3 to all mentals. For Mistral, this is actually really fantastic for her, I think. Do I want to give it to her, though? Because I can give it to somebody else, technically. I could give it to Compson, because he could always use debuff. Because he only has a +4 to Wisdom. So that will only help his Wisdom score, which could be increased with this. Well, Mistral already has the goggles of seeing, so this might actually be pretty good. Let's give him that. Alright. Interesting. This thing, yeah. These rituals are only getting more sporadic and crazy. Yeesh. Alright, well, leave it alone. Let's keep going. Okay. From here, we should be good to go. Alright. What we can do right now... let's see, what we got. So we can issue an urgent decree to protect the kingdom, which we've already done. Well, I've already dealt with the curse, so that is fine. What else? Chase my shadow. And Judgment of the Gods. Okay. So we're going to go quickly back to Tuskdale. We're going to enter, and we're going to talk with Valerie. Or at least that's the hope and plan. And then we'll go from there. Okay. Alright, Valerie's over here, so we talk with her. About what happened at Temple of Prisms. Please, let me speak first. I wish to thank you, and apologize. I'm afraid I've dragged you into a huge amount of trouble. Trust me, I didn't want any of this, and it saddens me that what happened, what you've had to endure. But at the same time, I'm happy I have you at my side through it all. I finally stopped blaming Shelyn for all my troubles and found peace. Not that I suddenly came to love the goddess and her super followers. But now I understand. If you want others to respect your choices, you must respect theirs. However ridiculous that may seem to you. And, of course, I'm ready to return my duties with you.
There are many battles ahead of you, and my responsibility is to protect you from any threats. I'm glad this saga is finished. Let's see what else there is need to be done. Of course. Alright, let's talk later. Okay, and with that, we've done with the Judgment of the Gods, so that is another edict done. Or at least another quest done, I should say. Not an edict. Alright, we need to talk with Chemo, we need to talk with... Shania or somebody, or whoever she's called. And then we need to take Jaethal on a quest. So we'll take Jaethal while we're at it, because we will need to go over to Vordakai's temple anyways for this. So all the more reason to go and deal with it now rather than later. We'll just do a bit of jumping, basically. So we need to start with going to Talzaford. And we'll enter here so we can deal with Chemo's thing. And let's see what's going on. Sharel will leave alone. Chemo now. Okay, what did you want to ask? I'll ask the other things. So, what did you want to ask me anyways? Oh, you won't believe it. You won't believe this. It's about her. She finally agreed to go on a date with me. I need to get ready. A hunter I know said that you only need one thing to woo a lady. A gift. Maybe an emerald necklace would do. But I wouldn't even know where to start looking for such a thing. Please, help me. I'll repay you, I promise. Alright, tell me exactly what you need. Alright. Okay, you seem to put a lot of trust in the hunter. He talks a lot and the other villagers listened to him. To be completely honest, I sometimes think he's, you know, a bit slow. But he has a lot of experience. He knows a lot of things that I have no idea about. Alright, so be it. Alright, sure. I guess we gotta find a emerald necklace of some kind. Well, I mean, the easiest way would be going to the capital and buying one off the market. At least that's what I would presume would be the best course of action. You never know, after all. But I guess we'll see. Alright, before we do go, we're going to want to go to the Gnarl Keep, where Shelyn is, or whatever the fuck her name is. I'll be honest, it's really hard to figure out what her name is. But that's not a big deal. The point is that we're going to find her, and we're going to give her something. Or at least, no, we're not going to give her something, we're going to figure out what's wrong. Alright, what happened this time? I have heard, O worthy one, that lives in storytelling... Well, no, I'm not going through that. Okay. So apparently, I have to bring this fragment to the storyteller to help with this whole thing.
What does that mean, Barlow? Yeah, there's a... It's not going to be that interesting for a game, I don't think. But you never know. It's one of those games where... It's interesting when you least expect it. Oh yeah, no. I have no patience for that script. She is one of the exceptions to what the script I will ignore doing. Because she is just borderline crazy with text. A bit too word heavy for my opinion. And honestly, I think everybody will understand why. Okay, first we're going to go to Varnhold. No, not Varnhold. We're going to go to Tussdale. We're going to enter, and we're going to go into the main square to get the necklace. And we can use this chance to go to meet the storyteller along the way. In which case, once we're done, we can leave and then go and resolve those quests respectively. Which shouldn't be too hard, all things considering. Okay. Zoom on forward. Asif. Nope. Verdell, no. Alright, farewell, no. Cerise, maybe? No. Okay, one second. I need to do a quick Google search then. I thought it was here, the necklace, but no. Well, unless it's in the Asif's inventory. Alright, price in descending order. Alright, let's see. Emerald jewelry of some kinds. Okay, no, nothing there. That's a shame. Okay. Okay, let me see what the quest was called. It was Affairs of the Heart, Emerald Necklace. Alright, one second as I check a Google search. Alright. Okay, so the first one can be found in the Flintlock grassland, but it can be anywhere, basically. It's found under accessories, specifically. Okay, so... let's see. It's under accessories. Here we go. Topaz ring, price in descending order. Here we go. Emerald necklace. Perfect. Just what we need. Alright, so that's one part of the quest done. Apologies if it took long, but that's just how it be. Alright, let's go into the keep. And let us see about talking with the storyteller to resolve the second part of the quest that we needed to do. Alright, storyteller. Vudrani asked me to show you the spear fragment. Can you tell me anything about its owner? The storyteller touches the spear fragment. When he speaks, his voice sounds weak and depressed. We've been walking for 10 days. The caravan's owner is swearing and scratching himself. Seems the fat slob had some bad mosquito bites. I think he's regretting his decision to bypass the border guard through a smuggling route. Half the porters have upset stomachs, likely due to drinking water from the stream I found yesterday. I guess there must have been a reason it reeked. I walked in the front, trying to seem respectable and intimidating. Otherwise, they might realize I'm lost.
The trouble really started 3 days ago. I only saw the map once, but there was definitely supposed to be just one path here. I found dozens. Only an experienced guide would be able to find the right one. Of course, the caravan owner thinks I'm such a guide. I told him I'd been running this route for 10 years, that I know every bush by name. I really needed the money. They won't let me run up my tab anymore. There's a whistle, then a hooting from the bushes. Bandits. A dozen of half-ragged, filthy people with rotten teeth and sunken eyes. Not much worse than us now. Rise from their bushes, their hands and clothes a mess. I raise my spear and scream threateningly, which usually scares off the weaker ones. But not these bandits. They get close. I swing and stumble. I'm falling and I hear something crack. Did I break a bone? No, it was a spear. I fell across the shaft, practically splitting on it, and it snapped. The bandit attacks, his bludgeon spinning overhead. Terrified, I crawl under the cart. Members of the caravan are being slaughtered around me like cattle. It was an evil hour when they chose to trust me. Vubalak, a sham guide, a drunkard, and a sad coward, who inadvertently led them all straight into an abandoned ambush. The storyteller hands back the spear fragment, his forehead covered in sweat. What an unpleasant memory. I do not believe the owner of this piece was a meritorious individual. Alright, till we meet again. Alright, that's an interesting situation, but hey, that goes par for the course for the storyteller. Alright, let us teleport to Talzaford to start with the emerald that we were going to give our compatriot. And now we will give the other thing accordingly. Alright, let's go. Okay, is this necklace any good? Alright, good. Then I should go. Chemo gulps and gives you a wary sideways look. Thanks, Stephen Armstrong. You've done me a great service. I already know how I shall repay you. I'll make you a bow. The best bow in the world. But now I must go. And off he goes. Well, that's that, I guess. And now, we have one more thing we gotta do. Well, technically, we've got to go to the South Nar Marshes in Narpeep. We'll enter that place. And then, we should be able to procure anything else that we need to do by dealing with Jaethal's quest. And probably doing some edicts along the path, because now the problems of the curse is not going to affect us too much. The storyteller has seen that your ancestor was a coward and failure, not a hero. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's just listen. The point is that just listening is important for her. Apparently her master was a coward or whatnot, but that's besides the point. The point is that she's going to master her craft here, she's going to be supporting us, but that's a good thing because that means more money in our pockets. Because we usually sell their creations. It's a cruel thing to do, but it's better than lying. Sometimes the best truth is just being honest. Alright, let's get that to 15.
There we go. Alright, what do we want here? I guess it doesn't matter what we take, really. I guess more so teamwork feats are the best course of action, though. Let's just go with improved initiative and get a... I guess Shake It Off would be a good choice. Yeah, let's get Shake It Off. It's a good teamwork feat. Okay, Delay Poison Communal. We've got some prayers. We've got some buffs, that sort of thing. Let's grab Delay Poison Communal, because we have it. Or we can get it, I should say. Alright, Inquisitor will continue leveling up her Perception, Persuasion, and UMD. And we'll level up our Knowledge Arcana to a 15. Then we can start leveling up her miscellaneous stuff. Okay. We're going to grab Find Traps, because that's an easy choice. Let us grab... what else? Clear Critical Wounds and Death Ward is a good choice. Alright, Inquisitor 11. Boost up these. Alright, let's get 10 mobility. Well, no, let's get point in trickery and stealth, why not? Alright. Let's see, Stalwart is nice, but that's fine. I think she goes like the... Okay, so she's gonna want a shield, I think. But that is gonna be a worry for later. Let's see. Improved critical, no. I think what we're gonna want is... Do we want Vital Strike? Not really. What skills we got? We've got Perception and Persuasion. Alright, in that case, we're probably gonna want Persuasive, I guess? Let's see. Power Strike, Persuasive. Here we go. Persuasion, Perception. That's a bonus. And it's a +4 instead of +2 right now, so that's good. Alright, we can... Let's see. Let's give out a Bless. And for our level 4 spell, let us grab Protection from Energy Communal, I want to say. It's just a natural choice to go with. Alright, Inquisitor 12. This will give us a boost to Dex a little bit. Alright, we'll boost the Perception up to 20, Persuasion to 12, or Persuasion and UMD to 12. Let's boost up our Knowledge and Lore checks. Alright, we have a choice between Allied Spellcaster, Coordinated Defense, and other stuff. Let us get... I think Coordinated Defense is going to help, if only to help against checks like Trip and whatnot. So that is going to help. But otherwise, we should be fine. As for what we take for level 4 feats... Restoration would be a good choice, but I can go with anything really, so... Crusader's Edge, let's see. Crusader's Edge is a good aligned spell. You imbue it with Holy Power Energy. It's treated as a bane against evil outsiders. And it also nauseates the outsiders specifically. I'll abstain from it. Let us go with something more practical. Let's go with Restoration. It's more practical, and we don't have to think too hard on this. Because we're not going to use her after all, ultimately. We'll keep our Perception at 20, Keep our persuasion and UMD at 20. Alright, from here, we'll level up athletics to 10. We'll increase mobility to 10. And we'll keep those at 10, I'm thinking. Or at least try to. Alright, let's grab critical focus, because you never know. Alright, we're going to want resist energy communal. And we're going to want, from the 5th level spells, we're going to want spell resistance and stone skin communal, I think. Alternatively, there is chains of light, but I'm fine with that. I'm sure we can get it on another level, I'm sure. Alright, with that, we level up 10, 10. We'll get the knowledges up to 8. And let's see. Resist energy, see invisibility, invisibility. Let's grab effortless armor, I guess. It's a personal buff, though. I think hold person's actually going to be a bit better. As for this spell, let's go with, I guess, let's use something that we're going to use a lot. So let's get Cure Light Wounds Mass. You never know when you're going to use it after all. Okay. Now, from here, we've got to go all the way down to Mordecai's tomb again. Specifically the Valley of the Dead. So what we're going to do is we're going to teleport all the way to Varnhold, because that is the closest possible place we can go to. And we're going to take a day and 8 hours to get there. Alright, avoid the enemies while we can. I guess I could take a alternate route while I'm going at it. I can take the gem quarry here. It appears that we've got something going on. We've done the trading with Rostov. Nice. Perfect. That means Rostov, every region along the Brevin border that has received a non-military upgrade provides a +2 to BP per week. Which means our BP should skyrocket at some point. Alright, trade agreement with Galtz. If we are in times of unrest, it would be a worry, but we are not. So I'm not too concerned. The evil pranksters are not that big an issue because we resolved the Bald Hilltop issue. So now we just really got to choose what we're going to do next. I'm going to strengthen Bartholomew's skills as a diplomat, though, because he needs that more than anything. There is also the Aldori Fighting School, so we're going to get that established. We're running low on BP, but that's fine. Let's get the military upgrade for this. And now we have the Aldori Fighting School. So among other things, we've got a lot of benefits coming to us. Alright, let's get the mine. Oh, this belongs in a region outside my territory. Okay, never mind. I thought I could claim it. Never mind. That's fine. We'll just go the natural route here. And just keep going until we claim what we can. Let's avoid those travelers. No need to deal with them. Alright, we've got culture, we've got something outside my territory, so we won't be able to get that. Alright, the Fey pranks are annoying, but we can't really deal with that. RIP. But whatever, it's fine. Although then again, I could just reload. That is an option, considering...
Retire.
You know what? Before we go any further, let's do that, actually. Worst case, I can just cancel one of the opportunity edicts. But that's assuming it's something I can resolve with an opportunity. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But better to be safe than sorry, right? Okay. First and foremost, let us check the journal. Well, no, not the journal. We need to check the kingdom. Who can resolve this? Let's first ask that question. Bartholomew, Octavia, or Keston? The research can be put on hold. So we're gonna end the curse. Unfortunately, we will have to refund the BP for it, but that's fine. I'd rather deal with the evil pranksters first. Alright, let's just leave it like that. And even though it has a low percentage of failure, it should be viable. So we're going to teleport to Varnhold now. We can't access this, but we can access the Mount Trout. So we're going to take the longer way, mind you. But there is a reason for this, mainly for claiming purposes. Thankfully, because we didn't need to worry about who claimed it, we are basically good. Alright. 231 BP, nice. Alright, let's see, what can we do? We've got curses, we've got other... Let's deal with the Aldori Fighting School first. So we'll get our general on that. Alright, training. Bartholomew needs to be upgraded, so we'll get Valerie on that. Alright. And with that, we can have Valerie on there. And we'll continue. At that point, we have Mountain Trout, so we can buy that. So let us get about 30 BP worth. Or about 50. Let's go 50. There we go. With 50 BP, we should be able to claim some places. Alright, claim that.
March. All I do is march.
Now we go across the mountains here. Like so. We can now claim this. Thank you very much. And we can't claim that, so we will have to ignore it, but that's fine. As long as we're able to get to the location relatively quickly, we should be fine. Of course, now I'm going to have to level up Jaethal real quick, so that's going to be annoying. We'll avoid enemies. And let's keep going. Alright, before we rest, let us level up Jaethal. Alright. Okay. Next. Alright. What did we grab? We got Precise Strike. Let's see. Coordinated Maneuvers. There's Coordinated Defense. I guess we could get Coordinated Maneuvers. Yeah, let's get Coordinated Maneuvers, and then we can get Coordinated Defense, and then we just don't take any teamwork feats, because we can actually get everything else beyond that. Alright, Delay Poison Communal, obviously. Alright, keep going Inquisitor. Get level 15 there. Alright, get some stats up elsewhere. Alright, Find Traps is obviously a good choice. Protection from Energy Communal. Cure Wounds. Inquisitor, once again. 19, alright, put 2 points there. There we go. Let us get Persuasive. There is Intimidating Prowess as well, if we want to add to that, but we shouldn't need to. Alright, E, F, G, H, I, J, P. Here we go, Persuasive. And let's see. We've got first level spell, let's get Bless, and fourth level we get... I guess we get Death Ward? Yeah, Death Ward's a common one. A common choice. Alright, level 12, we boost up Dex, because that is her gimmick. Alright, 20, 19s, and there we go. Points and everywhere there. Okay, let us grab Shake It Off for the teamwork feat. Let's grab Restoration. Alright, Inquisitor 13. Boost up those to 20. And let us boost these up to 10. There we go. Alright, what else do we have that we need or want? Let's grab Critical Focus, Natural Choice. Alright. Resist Energy Communal is a natural choice. Alright, what else we got? We've got Spell Resistance and Stone Skin Communal. Alright, Inquisitor 14. Let us boost up this. Like so. There we go. And from there, we can grab Hold Person. And let's see. Do we want Resounding Blow? Let's grab Cure White Wounds Mass. There we go. Now, before we enter, let's get some rations. Let's manage. Get the Hunter being there. Done and done. Resting will take 9 hours, that's fine. Let's do that. Alright, 4 rations, Camp Camouflage, Slow Word, Main Cook, Fish on a Stick. Perfection. And now we enter the Valley of the Dead. Alright, let us talk with Tanika. The woman seems incredibly old and haggard. It always saves before you enter a zone, Barlow, so don't worry about that. Or at least I have it set that way. The woman seems incredibly old and haggard. It's hard to believe she can move at all, let alone reach such wild places. But her dark eyes burn with a cold flame. Why do you disturb a poor pilgrim? I live, perhaps, my final days. She suddenly trails off upon casting her eyes upon Jaethal. Has Urgathoa heard my pleas? I've been waiting for so long. Jaethal does not seem pleased. She looks upon the old woman's pale and wrinkled face, barely concealing her disgust. You can call me Jaethal. You guessed correctly, we serve the same goddess. In case you are unaware, a servant of Pharasma is chasing you. We could help you, but first I would know who you are and how you might prove useful. Or how you might prove yourself useful. The woman nods lifelessly. I'm not surprised. The servants of Pharasma have chosen me for nearly 40 years, or chased me for nearly 40 years. My name is Tanika. What do you want to know? Alright, who are you? What do you want from us? This cannot be explained in one breath. Long ago, I was a powerful priestess of Urgathoa, the leader of a secret coven. I had everything. Power, beauty, wealth. Admirers are ready to sacrifice their lives for me. I possessed the secret of Urgathoa's ritual, which grants the powers to overcome in death and old age. It demands the life of blood relatives as payment. But what of that? I've given birth to 2 adorable daughters and raised them in anticipation for the day when their youth and beauty would become mine. But I was naive and overconfident of my power. I met an enemy who destroyed me and all my hopes of a second youth. But why would you care about the grief of a dying old woman? I still know the secret of the ritual, and I can share it with you, oh beautiful Jaethal. The ritual will grant you immense power. You can even become a living being again, if that is your wish. All I ask is in return is you prolong my life. Raise me as an undead. The other roads to eternity are closed to me, and I do not wish to die.
This offer sounds tempting. What do you say, Stephen Armstrong? Wait. Tell me more about what happened to you. My ritual. It demands the victim be properly prepared. Some time ago I took my daughters to the Coven Underground's hall and lulled them into a magical sleep that was to last many months. However, I did not consider that my father of one of the girls, also an adept of Urgathoa, would put the life of his child above his passion for me, and all that we believed in and lived for. The fool secretly went to beg for help, and where? The Temple of Pharasma, no less. The Lady of Graves is not highly revered in our country. Only 2 priestesses lived in her temple, but when they learned that a secret coven of Urgathoa operated in the city, they called their Inquisitor for help. I remember him clearly. So young, so proud. A half-elf of rare beauty, thick brown hair, and a gaze that burned with the certainty that he was his goddess' favorite weapon. He broke into the hall while I was preparing the ritual. We fought, the Coven of Urgathoa against the Pharasma Inquisitor and his 2 companions. Everyone died that evening, except the 2 of us. But no matter how self-confident the young Inquisitor was, he could not defeat me. I remember the moment he realized it. I read it on his face, when he lost his confidence for the first time, but then he rushed to my daughters, still lying in slumber, and killed both in an instant. Then he turned to me and said, "No way out." And that was that. Were his mocking words a curse, or just a guess? I do not know, but they bore the fruit of truth. No way out. My coven died and my secrets were revealed. I had to flee, to hide from the Pharasmites in the backwoods, down the rat hole, denying myself of my usual luxuries. Without my daughters, I could no longer prolong my life and youth. Year after year, I tried in vain to conceive a child. Year after year passed after year, in desperate attempt. Flights of hardship. My beauty and strength melted away, and I became a miserable, exhausted old woman. Jaethal's gift is now my only hope to escape from death. You want Jaethal to kill you and raise you as an undead, and in return you offer her the secrets of a ritual. I do not think killing me is necessary. Only the pathetic remnants of my former strength support my body. I need only loosen my grip, and my end will come swiftly. Yes, in exchange I offer a priceless secret. It can be used in many ways, to grant new powers or even a new life. What do you know about Jaethal? Why are you seeking her help? How could I not recognize one of the chosen by her goddess? Her power in you shines like the full moon of a black velvet sky. I know that she can do many things, including sharing her gifts with others. Alright, what are you doing in a Valley of the Dead? I came here sensing an awakening of an ancient and powerful undead creature, hoping perhaps I could somehow scoop up a handful of his incredible power, turn myself undead and slip away from death. But it seems that I'm too late. Jaethal, I've made my decision. I'm listening. Despite her detached composure, the undead elf looks at you with tension in her eyes. She lowers her voice to a whisper. We might accept this offer, then change the agreement after I possess the secret ritual. Let me do a quick Google search real quick. Because, I want to determine what the Jaethal ending is, because there is a certain instance where I did go a good aligned route. But at this time, I'm not sure. I'm still thinking about it. I'm definitely debating the neutral evil option. I'm just checking what options there are. Because there's 2 instances where Jaethal can, where things go good or bad for the ending of the game. That's why I have to do this very particularly. So 1 second while I check.
Alright, let's see. Okay, we've done that. Alright. Done. No, hold on. I need to go back, way back. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Alright, let's see. Alright, you need to complete saving grace with the cult leader committing suicide. Okay. Okay, let the girl die, didn't take the deal with the priestess. You know what? Even if we get a bad ending, then I guess we'll just go with it. What kind of undead is she? To be honest, it's never explained in the game what undead Jaethal is, but I assume she's a ghoul of some kind. But yes, it's a bargain. It matters not what the bloody ritual is. Whether this goes into a bad thing with Tristan, I guess we'll see, but I don't think one bad outcome is going to be bad for us. Taneka looks at you with insane hope in her eyes. Then, with a trembling hand, she pulls a large scroll from somewhere under the rocks and hands it to Jaethal. I almost did not expect. I yearn to know that I have endless years ahead, instead of an imminent end. Give me this chance, sister, and be blessed by our goddess. Taneka's eyes slowly fade as her life force slowly leaves her decrepit body. A moment later, the woman falls heartily on the ground, dead. Jaethal looks at the corpse with disgust. Now I propose we leave this carrion to the ravens. This pathetic, weak, ugly creature was unworthy of Urgathoa, and even more unworthy of her gift of unlife. Alright, well, I guess let's leave her dead. Yeah. Yeah. Cruel. Let's see. There's the chaotic evil option, which we can raise her. There's the lawful neutral option. Which is basically we're keeping to our word. Let's just leave her dead. I'm relieved that we can always find a common language, Senator Armstrong. Let's move on. I'm impatient to study this ritual and hunt down the half-blood. Well, yeah. Ah. The false merchant, Enno, walks towards you with an easy gait. His calm friendliness has disappeared, like a mask fallen from his face. His clothes are decorated with the easily distinguishable symbol of Pharasma. I hope you've settled your affairs with this poor old exile. It was an interesting show to watch.
I think it's time you explain yourself, Enno. I don't have much to add beyond what I'm sure you already know. I'm the Inquisitor of Pharasma, and for almost 40 years I've hunted the undead and cultists of Urgathoa for the glory of the Lady of Graves. I destroyed Tanaka's coven, I tracked Jaethal into the wasteland and killed her, only to find her hideous deity returned her to life. To put an end to that, I made use of a company of naive young elves from a camp near the Thorn River. What a stunning frankness. Jaethal smiles lightly, almost affectionately. Did you imagine Half-Blood that those youngsters could handle me and the king? Do not be so naive, Inquisitor. I held no hope that the young elves would kill either you nor your defender. No, I wanted you rather to kill them. And I did all I could to inform their relatives in Keonan of the horrible violence you perpetrated. Retribution will follow sooner or later. One lonely warrior of Pharasma may fail, but 3 elven clans will find a way to exact their revenge. There's no way out, Jaethal. Not for you. So you deliberately sent the elves to their deaths. They weren't undead. What grudge did you hold with them? They were a necessary tool to complete my mission. In my youth, I thought the best decision was a bold, honest battle against apostles and monsters. But I learned much from my struggle against Tanaka. There's nothing worse than seeing an abomination rise before you, and being powerless to strike it down. One must use any method available. Why did you kill Tanaka's daughters? They were necessary for her disgusting ritual, and their death was my only chance to prevent it. Do not forget who I serve. Their honest deaths and their soul's journey to Pharasma's judgment was a far better fate than the mother had prepared for them. Did you track down Jaethal right after her expulsion from Keonan? Immediately after the trial, I was born in Keonan and often visited. It is uncommon for high society ladies to perform ritual murders for their glory of the Dark Goddess, so the news quickly reached my native Greengold, and soon came to me. When later the elves sentenced her to exile rather than the usual life of imprisonment, well, how could I stay away? That's all well and good, but why did you come here now? I wanted to talk to you, King. My hunt for Jaethal is the greatest work of my life. She is the living example of the hideous essence of the cult of Urgathoa, the distortion of the world order, and the triumph of the evil intentions of her vile deity. Even if I die today, this story will end the way I intended. But you can still change your own role in it, Stephen Armstrong. You've been playing games for too long, Zealot. Enno allows himself to smile for the first time. I've heard this so many times, even amongst the priests of Pharasma. There are so many who think my faith is insane, and my methods cruel and excessive. But that is the fate of the Inquisitor. Loneliness. Jaethal has served me well. I cannot allow you to kill her. Everything will proceed as I've planned, with or without me.
Against me.
Well, suit yourself. Alright, let's get the wolf on the back here. But unfortunately for Enno, he's gonna suffer quite a bit. There we go. Alright.
This body holds no more.
Alright.
Can't be.
Well, Jaethal's down, but that's fine. She's not dead, so that's a good thing. Alright, well. Let's see, what is the perception here? Hold on, what's this?
In due time.
There are tracks in dirt. Numerous people on foot passed through the gate not too long ago. Alright, let's grab literally everything, I guess.
Exclude and shield, I guess. Yeah, grab everything. Tanika has a keen scythe, interestingly enough. Alright. That's that. So apparently people are walking up through this location. Not that it matters, of course. Not anymore, anyways. What about this? This is just a bunch of random stuff that I left behind here, which I'm not going to take. Alright, let's get going. Alright, before we do go, let's see. Alright, Shadow's been dealt with. Alright, let's leave. And I think with that, I'm going to call it here. Normally I would stream an hour longer, but I have life stuff to do. Mainly I just have to feed the dogs. That's just how it goes, but yeah. I digress. This is as much as I possibly can accomplish, I think. I would have loved to get to a landmark or a point where we could end it off, but that's fine. Next stream, we'll probably be going into the main quest anyways, because now the edict with the curse is now done. So yeah, we'll be getting to see that, and we're probably going to go to Patax at this point. And for where that is, it's right over here. And we're going to go to the Rushlight tournament, most likely, if I had to guess. But I digress. For those of you on YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification if you want to see more of my stuff. I stream daily, so if you want to catch my streams, you can catch me 3 to 7 MST time. And if you want to catch my streams, you can find it in the description down below, because that is where my link for Twitch is. For those of you on Twitch, follows are always appreciated. The more follows I have, the more content I can give you guys. If you guys are coming from YouTube, welcome. I appreciate you coming here. And so long as I get more follows, and once I hit that mark on 50 on the bottom left corner of the screen, I should be able to give you guys more content and more things to do. Be that a vote option or something else. Which I'm probably going to do eventually, but probably not for this game. I'm choosing options that are going to go with Stephen Armstrong's opinion. But I digress. If you want to see my old content, you can go to YouTube. That is where I save all my stuff. If you want to see the new content, you can go to my Twitch. It only saves for 7 days though, so keep that in mind. But if you can't find anything there, you'll find something on YouTube, I'm sure. But I digress. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I know I did. And I'll see you guys next stream. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.